Clara Barton was not only a heroine to many soldiers that fought in the Civil War and many other wars, but a heroine to all of America. She's a true heroine that is often unheard of and deserves much respect and admiration. Clara was a smart, independent, and very caring woman who had a great amount of perseverance. She would always help others for herself, even if that meant going out of her way to do so. Clara was born in 1821, and at the young age of 11, she took 2 years off of school to be a nurse for her older brother when he fell off a tall building and was pronounced incurable by the doctors, as they had given up hope. Because of Clara's selflessness and exceptional caring, her brother made a full recovery. Even with taking 2 years off of school to nurse her brother back to health, Clara finished all of her schooling at the age of 15, which shows her a high intelligence as well as perseverance. In 1836, Clara became a teacher in her hometown and taught children for 16 years as she found education very important. She began to show more and more independence when she set out and accomplished her first big goal, to establish the first public school in New Jersey, which she solely did on her own. When the Civil War broke out in 1861, Clara set out to help the wounded and injured soldiers. Once again, this showed her great independence and selflessness, as she was always going out of her way to help others. Instead of just distributing supplies like many of the other volunteers, Clara went the extra mile. She read to the wounded soldiers, wrote letters for them, and prayed with them. Although she knew her assistance was helping, she knew that she was really needed on the battlefield, where suffering was at a much increased rate. She went around asking many government officials for permission to be on the battlefield, but kept getting turned down as they saw it was too much of a risk for her. Clara continued to persevere until she finally found someone to agree to let her provide her services on the battlefield. Along with a few associates who decided to help her, she traveled with her own wagon full of medical supplies and would often work ahead of the military medical units, and she would also travel all night because she knew that there were people in need. She became known as the Angel of the Battlefield, a rightfully acquired name. At 60 years old, Clara founded the American Red Cross after much communication with other countries that were part of the International Red Cross, and after talking to 3 different presidents, with a third finally agreeing to her plan and agreeing to other circumstances concerning the other countries that were a part of the International Red Cross. Clara ran the American Red Cross as president for the next 23 years. Before retiring, she then went on to establish another organization that provided medical assistance for those in need. She ran as president for this organization for 5 years before finally retiring at the age of 88. Clara Barton passed away at the age of 91, but not after touching millions of lives, which she's still continuing to do today through her contributions to the medical field and the contributions that her organizations still continue to make today, especially the Red Cross, who helps millions of Americans each year. She is a true inspiration to others, and because of this, in her honor, many schools, roads, and more have been named after her. The Angel of the Battlefield is a true heroine that is remembered by her independence, perseverance, and her caring generosity.